Hello, beautiful soul family. It's Breanne here. Thank you for joining me today. If you're new to my channel, welcome to Readings with Breanne. I am so excited. There's just so many videos that I want to put together right now. I'm not even sure where I want to start. We're almost getting into, I'm a crazy lady that absolutely loves Halloween. I love fall. And I'm already decorating. I've already decorated like 2 weeks ago for Halloween, so we're only like mid-September. But it kind of is sparking some passions to do some tarot series on maybe like true crime, or we could continue to do some cool like conspiracy theory tarot card pulls. But I wanted to like do a whole like October, probably sooner than that, true crime or unsolved mysteries. So it's going to be a fun month. I'm going to try to get out a bunch of videos, and some of those are probably only going to be for members as well. I'm going to be starting a members channel, but anyway, we'll talk about that for another video. Now, I had a comment in regards to, I just released a tarot reading on the lovely Princess Diana, and is she still with us? Now, it kind of led to another comment about somebody asking if I could look into JFK, Elvis Presley, Micheal Jackson, and to see what's the energy. Are they still alive? Did they fake their deaths, or what's going on there? So I'm thinking we'll kind of dive into one of those today. Again, I did just order some new like true crime and oracles and tarots. I'm waiting for those to arrive, so I'll probably hold off on some of the murder mystery ones for another week or two until those arrive, because I really wanted to use those decks. But I think we would get into, I was going to pull a tarot reading today on Micheal Jackson. I'm feeling guided to connect to that energy and see what's coming out. I think I'm going to spend a couple moments to connect with the crystal ball and see if I can get and see what energies I can get out of that. The story goes that Micheal Jackson did pass away June 2009, and apparently he passed away of acute propofol intoxication in his Los Angeles, California home. Now, we're going to pull the tarot, and there's so many questions. I think the first question we can ask is, first of all, did he fake his death, or was he taken out, allegedly? Or, oh my goodness, let's start with there. I'm going to take a few moments and connect with the crystal ball, and we'll kind of do a energy feel of how things are going, and then we'll dive into the tarot and see what questions and what messages are coming out here. Now, it's kind of interesting though, because I do think, I guess just my personal opinion, not what is coming out of the crystal ball, is I do think that there are celebrities that do, fake their deaths to escape the whole, situation that they're in. I'm sure many of them have their own reasons. But it's kind of interesting with this one. You also have the Dave incident, where there was like a lot of like resemblances between those two. And I believe it was Dave, the Dave, as he like renamed himself. He's passed away in 2018, so he's apparently no longer around either. So there's definitely a lot of, I feel like, holes in the story. I believe the funeral was a little bit bizarre for Micheal Jackson, because they had, of course, a massive funeral, but it was closed casket as well. And you could have had an open casket so people can still see him one last time, or many people. That was what, some people like to see. No judgment, but it just seems a little bit weird. And I think in that there was certain videos on his funeral as well that came across on the internet, that there was even this like person, this lady that had glasses and kind of this appearance to look like it was Micheal Jackson. So there was that conspiracy as well, like, did he attend his own funeral? It's like, oh my goodness, this is a big one. energetically, what the first thing I see in the crystal ball, it's kind of interesting because I do see it's not necessarily him, but I do see a person lying flat on the floor, and it feels like there's like this stake through him. Um, doesn't have to be literally that it could be metaphorically. It does feel like there is an energy that has crossed over here. So, I mean, is that Micheal Jackson? Was there foul play? Is he still alive? So many questions. Um, so this is really weird. There's something about his DNA, and I feel like Spirit is talking about a ship, a ship, a ship. DNA, a ship. It's like, it's almost this feeling of, was he actually, oh, I don't want to say was he human, but there is definitely something within his DNA that I feel could have very much been extraterrestrial. Um, was he an extraterrestrial being that came down to have a physical human incarnation? Hmm, really weird. I'm definitely strongly getting that he had a lot of extraterrestrial DNA, almost to the fact where he might have not even been human. Is That's a weird message. Maybe we'll have to pull some cards on that as well to see if that's coming out. Um, so I'm also seeing a Scorpio tail, a scorpion tail. Um, oh, you know what's really weird? I'm trying to think symbolically, like what could this mean? But if you think of the tarot, the death card, that is also Scorpio, and that's about death, transition. It could actually literally be about his transition here. So it's, you know what, like in the crystal ball, it's not necessarily, I'm not getting a specific yes, he's crossed over or no, he hasn't. Um, it's it's almost like spirit is kind of shielding him. It's like he is really protected here. And it's like it's kind of going back and forth between there could have been possible foul play. It's like there's certain people that could be after him, but there's also this energy of him escaping. And it could be that spirit just doesn't want to reveal that at this time because it feels really like an illusion here. So he very much could still be amongst this earth in a physical vessel, let's say, but he is definitely, there's a disguise, there's a mask that's kind of encompassing his energy. So it's making it a little difficult for me to read it. Let's pull the tarot. Let's see. I am seeing a butterfly as well. Butterfly usually symbolizes that energy of change. I'm seeing the number five. Five is all about change, transition, metamorphosis. I do also see, though, a doorway. It's like a rounded arch doorway. It is of stone, like kind of like an underground feel. It's a little, this energy feels a little tricky. So I don't know, guys. Let's see what the tarot have to say. Um, all right, so first questions, let's dive into the tarot and ask, is Micheal Jackson still with us today? Is he still with us alive today in 2024? We have the gem. Oh, can you guys see that? Maybe I'll try it down here. Okay, so we have the gem. Is Micheal Jackson with us today? Then, uh, Thantos. So again, oh boy, you guys, this is quite interesting. I have to see what the tarot says, but this is that death card, you guys, and I was seeing Scorpio in the crystal ball, and when I think of it symbolically and link it to the tarot, that's the death card. So we do have the death in oracle. I was wondering if it was going to pop out in the tarot. We'll have to see. But you know, based off this energy, we have a gem, we have somebody that, you know, love him or hate him, I mean, he was very talented with his energy here. And to this day, he is still very much a topic of conversation. So he definitely made a big imprint on the music industry. We'll definitely pull some tarot cards about other topics pertaining to Micheal Jackson, but let's just dive into the tarot in terms of, is he still with us today? Oh, I feel like time was up for him. It does look like time was up for him. You know, does that mean he's still with us in the physical? Does that mean he passed? You know, it's really interesting because I'm strongly getting something about a ship. I know this sounds really bizarre, but I'm just sharing what I'm getting with you guys. And it's like, it's almost this feeling that he's almost an extraterrestrial. And it's kind of interesting because if you look at his appearance, he always looked a little different, and all these major changes he's made and undergone through the years. And on top of that, I mean, we will probably dig into it a little bit, but you know, the allegations with the boys, it's like there is something about him having this youthful energy. And when you think of children, children are very, we can say, magical. They use their imagination. They're not cut up on the things that most of us adults are cut up on. They really, you know, can turn that on and show us, you know, it's like this innocence and joy of using our imagination, bringing life to bringing magic into life, I guess you can say. And I don't feel, I mean, we can pull the tarot, but I don't feel like there was any, you can say, hanky panky that went on, or these allegations were true. I don't believe they were. You know, we'll see energetically, but there's something about an innocence in his energy. And I think something is definitely off, but I almost think it's because he's not typically a human. That sounds very bizarre, but that's what I'm getting. Okay, so anyway, let's dive into the tarot some more here. What do we have, Spirit, pertaining to Micheal Jackson? What's the energies of him being still with us in this, on this earthly plane, in a physical body? Is he still with us physically? Using a little bit of a different deck. This is my crow deck. Let's see, can we get all this in here? All right, let's start with this. All right, bottom of the deck. Okay. Let's see what we have here. So in his energy, we have Six of Pentacles in reverse. This energy, you guys, this is kind of a bit of a feeling of abuse, abuse of certain powers with strings attached here. I feel like his death is definitely not what happened. There's definitely something going on pertaining to the way he did. If he did pass away, it wasn't what they're saying. This is also an energy of kind of greed. Somebody was greedy. Somebody, you know, he was worth, I don't even know how much money, a crazy amount of money. And there was something about somebody being greedy and trying to go after that. So definitely something scammy something. I'm seeing like the pyramid scams going on here with that energy, and this is pertaining to Michael Jackson. So is he still alive? Hmm. I mean, in his energy, he definitely didn't die the way it was portrayed. Oh my goodness, you guys. Even if we look at the past, okay, because look at the past energy. It's a five. I'm still trying to like figure out these cards because they're a little bit different. This is the Five of Swords. So, Five of Swords is about aggression, it's about violence, it's even about crime here. Serious conflict, hostility. So, somebody wanted, we've got pentacles here. So, I feel like somebody wanted his moolah, and I feel like this is definitely somebody that maybe went behind his back. It's like what's interesting though? This could also be like a self-sacrifice. So is this a self-sacrifice so he could move forward and live a different life in secrecy? Because we have this Six of Swords. Is that the Six of Swords? Yes. We've got Six of Swords here in the future, and the future is a moving away from rough waters with the illusion. Oh my goodness, this is insane. I can't believe the cards they came out here. So, okay, let's keep going because I'm getting a strong. There's kind of like two possibilities here. One, he did very much so fake his death so he could move forward to live life, away from the spotlight, or I'm sure he had his reasons. Or secondly, his death was definitely something. It wasn't natural causes, it wasn't cardiac arrest, it was definitely a crime that was committed. It was a murder. It was literally, well, okay, this is this is allegedly, I'm sorry guys, this is allegedly based off this energy. This is not facts. This is just me reading the tarot cards. But this is one of those two situations. So we're going to keep going and digging in and seeing what other messages are coming up here. Now, we have the King of Wands in the center. Wands is a fiery energy, so it very much feels like there could have been someone that was trying to take control, somebody that maybe had a spicy temper here. And yeah, they wanted his wealth, they wanted his gems, his abundance from this energy. I definitely have to say there is a significant amount of manipulation, deceit, lies. I'm with this energy. I have to say I'm actually leaning towards this being him passing, him actually passing, and this was a kind of a setup. This was a crime, or we can say a murder. I don't think he passed away the way they made it out to seem. And we have that because we have that Seven of Swords over the situation. Is he still alive? Is he still with us? And the outcome. So with this Seven of Swords, it very much it's really teetering because this could also be again manipulation, adapting. This is strategy as well. So did Michael Jackson strategically fake his death? It's with this energy, it's very much a possibility. And also, or alternatively, did Michael Jackson have somebody that was out to get him? A big possibility. So both of those are coming out extremely strong, but we do have the death here as well. So again, is this death to the other side, or is this death a transition into living another human life, or another human life? Did I say that right? It's like living another secret life as a human throughout the times right now. Whatever it is, it was definitely something that was planned and manipulated. We have the Page of Swords here. This is, I'm strongly getting this is planning, strategically planning the steps here of what needed to be done. I can't tell if this is him faking his own death, or if there was someone else out to get him, because these energies are so they just feel like they're intertwining. Like we have the 8 with the infinity sign, they're intertwining with this energy. But the Page of Swords is, this could be conflicts as well. So when we could look at that, we could look at it as there was definitely conflicts with somebody, and somebody wanted him gone. They wanted his abundance. They didn't want him around anymore. But this is also, this is truthful, being truthful, speaking out, fighting for justice as well. So we could look at that, we could look at it as there was definitely conflicts with somebody, and somebody wanted him gone. They wanted his abundance. They didn't want him around anymore. But this is also, this is truthful, being truthful, speaking out, fighting for justice as well. So it's kind of, I want to say vigilance here. It's that vigilant energy, and it feels like there is like the 7 of Cups. This is, you know, that fantasy. It's like things are muffled. Things are not what they seem here. So there's definitely an illusion behind Micheal Jackson's death. Back of the deck too, we have the 8 of, underneath it's the Justice, but we have the 8 of Cups. This is walking away. I want to say like withdrawal and escaping again. So is he escaping his role as Micheal Jackson by faking his death? Possibly. This is very interesting, you guys. So overall, to recap with that question, did Micheal Jackson fake his death? I honestly have a little bit more questions than answers after that. There is an energy that is really popping out here, that there is definitely energy to support. He could have very much faked his death to move forward in kind of living a disguise, living a secret life as someone else out of the spotlight. But there's also a lot of energy to support. This could be a possible murder, definitely some foul play. It really does feel like someone was out to get him, okay? And I feel like he knew that as well. So, I mean, let's pull a couple oracles, and then maybe we'll switch gears here and look into a few other things. I do feel like, again, I know this is weird, but with his energy, it does feel like it's very much protected. And I think that's why there's so much like that 7 of Cups. It's all about kind of an illusion. I feel like the smoke and mirrors energy. So let's pull a few more oracles and see if we can get any other messages coming out. And then maybe we'll switch gears and ask some other tarot questions regarding MJ. All right, let's build a tea, Spirit. Let's look into, okay, if there was foul play, like what's the energies? Can you give us any more info, Spirit, on Micheal Jackson's supposed passing here? What do we have from Micheal Jackson? All right, first card right off the bat, we have backstabbing energy. So definitely somebody that, let's say, I mean, this could be a possible family member, but it feels like people in the industry. Let's keep going here. Running. So we've got that running energy as well. I mean, goodbye. Oh my goodness. Okay. So what I'm getting here is it kind of feels almost like he was expecting on, it's like he had this knowing that people were after him with this energy. So people wanted him. I want to say people in the workplace industry, whether that's like certain dealing with his record deals or you know what I mean, like the entertainment business. They wanted him gone. What do we have here? Yeah, look at this. Shady people. And I feel like he really did know this. So did he fake his death so before they got to him, or did they get to him first? Oh my goodness. It's definitely, I feel like it's not clear in the cards, but that's kind of the two scenarios that's happening here. Shady. You know what? Okay, spiritual, yes, workplace and spiritual gifts as well. And it feels like, you know, I keep seen him having these like abilities. I feel like he is spiritually really gifted. He is, like I said, I keep getting that image of DNA, like extraterrestrial DNA, or just something very advanced DNA. And I feel like people did know this. Certain people knew this, and they were kind of after him. He just had so much talent here. And it's like that charisma, that magnetism, and they didn't want him around anymore. So very interesting here. I mean, it's hard to say like, yeah, okay, look at this. GPS. They were watching him. They were watching him. Queen Bee. And you know what's interesting is I'm wondering if there was a lady involved, because I seen, what deck was it? Yes, this one. I seen this card when I was shuffling earlier, with his cards here. So there could be, you got the queen bee, and you have another card that represents the queen as well. Ooh, and under that is the thread. So this could be like some female figure that's kind of, I don't know if this is holding things together, or you know what's interesting actually. I seen a kind of a video with his sister. I believe it was Latoya. I could be wrong. Anyway, it's kind of the energy of, I think, oh my goodness, I'm trying to remember back now. In the video, she was saying that Micheal was always having conversations with her about people that are out to get him. And that's very much that energy. It's like that backstabbing energy. He's running because he knows that there's people after him here. It's like a bit of a fear for his life with this energy. And look at that. It's like the GPS. They were following him and monitoring his every move. I don't know who these people are, but definitely some people that did not want him around. And ultimately, this is kind of the scenario we're left with. So what's not clear is if, to me, is if this was something where they did take him out, or if he was able to kind of escape before they took him out. So interesting, you guys. Let me know what you guys think. What are your thoughts and opinions on this? Let's switch gears a little bit. I do want to ask a couple more questions about Micheal Jackson, and one of them being the allegations with the boys, because I gotta say, this is my, I guess, personal opinion and energetically what I'm feeling, but I do feel an innocence around him, and I don't feel like any of these allegations are actually true. I think there's something very unique about him, and it kind of makes sense if he, for some reason, maybe has some extraterrestrial DNA in him or something of that matter, but it's almost like this energy of he is this mentality of a younger boy, and he connects with younger boys. And I know as an adult male there's definitely flags about that, but anyway, I don't see in his energy that there was necessarily, like, let's say, anything hanky-panky going on or anything like corrupt there. But let's see what the tarot have to say. What's the energy between Micheal Jackson and the allegations? Were these false allegations? I feel like this card wanted to pop out or stay down there, and that's an Ace of Swords. This is my big confirmation. Yes, they were not true allegations here. So, interesting. Okay, let's keep going. So we have the Five of Cups. So this is kind of the sadness, the sorrow that comes along with these accusations for him. I do feel like that was definitely a hard hit on him. 10, is that the 10 or the Nine of Pentacles? Yeah, okay, let's keep going before we talk on this. The Hanged Man, the Hermit, and what do we have? Five of Swords. Okay, it's kind of interesting. We got this big old pile of pentacles in the center here. Now, I gotta say, I feel like these are kind of accusations that were put forward more or less for certain families here to get some moolah. It sounds absolutely awful that they would kind of exploit their children or exploit this situation, but people do crazy shit for money. And you know, all these trials and all these things, and I think that, I mean, I haven't researched this extensively, so let me know if I'm wrong, but I don't think they've ever found Michael Jackson to be guilty. So it's like everything has kind of fallen, you know, all the accusations, none of them have ever been able to be confirmed here. And it feels like with this energy, it's just this certain you know what's interesting? Okay, I'm getting something a little different here too. We have the Five of Swords in this energy, and I'm almost wondering if there were certain people to put out this accusation to damage his reputation. It's like taking one for the team. It's not like he volunteered to take one for the team, but I'm almost wondering if this was like part of a cover-up. You kind of know that situation where they put out some news or they put out something, and it's usually to be or something related to a big celebrity, because everybody follows celebrities. Everyone wants to know what's going on, what's the drama, what's this, what's that. So it's almost this feeling that I wouldn't be surprised if we went back and researched what else came out around this time where these allegations started to surface, because I'm wondering with this Five of Swords, if there was a bigger, let's say, story that was happening, but they're just trying to direct the people's attention to Michael Jackson regarding this allegation, so people aren't paying attention and looking in this direction. That's what I'm getting. So there we've got that queen energy again as well. So it could be very much a lady that could be involved with certain accusations with this. But let's pull a couple more cards here to see kind of what the energies are. I strongly get with this, with the energy of the tarot, I do not see these accusations as being true. I feel like they're kind of trying to like destroy his reputation and or cover up a situation as well. Yeah, they're shining the light on Michael Jackson to kind of, yeah, look at that drama started. They're starting drama in one direction so people don't look in the other direction. Look at that Hermit, so they can look away and do some dirty business on the other side. Bad reputation. Dun, dun, dun. Exactly. All right, so that kind of clarified some stuff for me there. Was there another situation I want? Oh, I did want to look at one more thing. Let's pull some tarot on the question, does Michael Jackson have extraterrestrial DNA? Because I gotta say, Spirit kept talking about a ship. I'm getting like an extraterrestrial ship. Maybe he's aboard a ship right now. I'm not too sure, but let's see. What is the energy, Spirit, with Michael Jackson? What's the energy of Michael Jackson having extraterrestrial DNA? Ten of Swords energy. The Magician. The Knight of Cups. We have the Hermit. And the Moon energy with the Fool on the back. So definitely some major arcanas here, you guys. So it does kind of feel like more of a potential Earth incarnation, but I definitely a big yes. It's like, I wonder, maybe, you know, maybe there's some connections with, he has beings on the moon here. But definitely there is energy to support his, I feel like his DNA could potentially have extraterrestrial DNA with this. It's been manipulated here, or it's like I wonder if I don't know if he was born with this or if he had some connections, some kind of a contract with extraterrestrials here to have his DNA kind of manipulated and changed here. It's almost like I almost feel like he has like been off world with this energy. And it actually that would kind of make sense, the fact that they keep giving me the ship. So, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. A very bizarre message. I didn't really expect that to come out with this reading, but something that I was curious about pulling. I do feel like, especially with that moon and the hermit, he is a very wise, like his soul or his energy, wherever his origins are from, he's very wise. It's like everything is flows to him so naturally with this. I just keep hearing like psychic development here as well. What's the energy of Micheal Jackson? What do we have? Inner temple. Tune into the portal of your heart here. So, inner temple energy. Oh, you know what's really interesting though, you guys? In the beginning, I was seeing, when I was looking in the crystal ball, there was a door that looked similar to this. It was like a stone door, going to what I thought was underground. But wouldn't that be interesting if he had access to some kind of like a portal that took him upon a ship? Interesting. Anyway, let's pull one more card here. What's the energy of Micheal Jackson, spirit? What's the energy of him pertaining to possible extraterrestrial DNA? Okay. We have the baby energy. So was he born with extraterrestrial DNA? We have a mother. Okay, so maybe his mother. What do we have on the back? Egypt. Interesting. So, okay, let's take that one as well. So, very much a possibility, my friends. So maybe his soul had some kind of connections from Egypt. So maybe his mother had some kind of connections with an advanced civilization from Egypt here. Kind of interesting, but that's kind of the energy. Maybe I'll have to Google that a little bit and see if I can get any additional information out of that. I mean, maybe that's that energy of him coming into this earth and being like it's like maybe he was an Egyptian king at some point. But let's see. I'm gonna just Google something here. You guys, this is insane. Okay, I didn't really think that much of it when those cards came out, and I Googled Micheal Jackson and Egypt, and this statue came out. Are you seeing this? There is, I mean, I'm just Googled this right as we're talking here, so I'm not sure if this is some kind of a hoax or whatnot, but somebody posted a picture and just said, I saw Micheal Jackson in the Egyptian exhibit. What? There is a statue that looks just like Micheal Jackson. So this is really blowing my mind. So yes, I feel like he definitely has DNA. It feels like it has come from his mother, pertaining to Egypt. Now, I don't know all the juicy details regarding that, but Spirit did keep talking about a ship, something to do with a ship, and I was getting from the crystal ball, there's like a DNA, and it's like there's a different DNA within Micheal Jackson. I guess it's Egyptian, advanced civilization from an Egyptian culture, civilization there. So, wow, this just amazes me every time when I get stuff like that. So, pretty cool. I feel like I'm geeking out over here over that. So that's kind of interesting. But Overall, friends, I mean, let me know what you guys think. What do you know, what are your thoughts? Is he still alive? Did he fake his death? Maybe none of that is true. Again, this is all allegedly, but I wanted to thank you guys for joining me. I'm sending you so much love, so much light on your journey. If there are, again, any other comments, topics, questions you guys want me to dig into, please do let me know. I probably will do some other similar videos just like this, and we'll see what comes up. So until next time, lovely soul family, bye for now.